If you've been stuck scrolling through the same handful of popular shows, this video is for you. While everyone's been talking about the biggest streaming hits of 2026, there's a bunch of series that have quietly slipped under the radar, despite being some of the year's very best. For example, one of Apple TV Plus's best series this year went almost completely overlooked. It's called Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed, and it's a comedy thriller about a mother who gets caught in a dangerous web of blackmail, secrets, and murder.
We know everything. Your job, your ex, your daughter. We can destroy your life.
Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed blends dark comedy, mystery, and suspense into something quite unexpected and fun. It's a twisty show in which you're never really sure what's going to happen next. Tatiana Maslany is great as well, and if you're in the mood for a good, fun whodunit, Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed is definitely worth checking out. Next up is another series that blends numerous genres into something that feels pretty unique. It's an HBO show called DTF St. Louis. This almost has a little White Lotus in its DNA. Not that it's about rich people at nice hotels, but in that it starts out with the death of a main character, and you spend the whole series trying to figure out how that person died and why. It gets increasingly interesting the deeper it goes, and you realize there's way more going on than you initially expected. It's got a great cast in Jason Bateman, David Harbour, and Linda Cardellini. It's funny at times, emotional at others, and always keeps you hooked with the central mystery. If you enjoy mysteries where ordinary people get pulled into crazy situations, give DTF St. Louis a look. After that, I have a Peacock Cold War spy thriller series called Ponies. It came out back in January and so few people watched it that it's already unfortunately been canceled. That's a shame because I really enjoyed this series about two normal American women who are secretly recruited by the CIA to help uncover a dangerous Soviet spy network.
You see the car?
Mm-hmm.
That's the KGB. To them, I'm a POI, a person of interest. But you two are PONIs.
Ponies. Persons of no interest.
This is very much a Cold War thriller with the expected espionage, suspense, and plenty of twist. There's also plenty of humor thrown in with Emilia Clarke and Haley Lou Richardson playing like an odd couple. It's in the same lane as the spy thriller The Americans, and it's definitely worth a watch if you're a fan of espionage shows. Next up is one of the highest rated shows of 2026. It's a BBC series called Small Profits. I mentioned it in my IMDb video. I said that I hadn't seen it yet, but I've watched it now and it's definitely worth the praise. It's a comedy drama about an eccentric man whose girlfriend has disappeared and he sets out to create homunculi, magical spirits that can predict the future. Small Profits comes from Mackenzie Crook, who also created Detectorist. It's a very funny, heartwarming, and beautifully crafted series. It's got great characters, a great sense of place. The magical realism definitely adds another layer to everything. Small Profits is a true hidden gem series, and right now, as far as I could tell, it's only on BBC, so hopefully they expand that in the near future so people outside the UK can enjoy this great series as well. If you're enjoying the video and you're always looking for great series that most people overlook, consider subscribing to CineGold series. I post new recommendations every week to help you spend less time scrolling and more time watching. Now, I've mostly been keeping this to brand new series, but there's one show that just released its second season in 2026 that I think is worth a mention. It's a Paramount Plus series called The Agency, which is a sleek and serious spy thriller about a CIA agent who is ordered to abandon his undercover life and return to London Station. The first season of The Agency was a solid, slow burn series with a high quality movie-like feel, but the second season is definitely a step up, and the show just seems to get better and better. It's a really well-made series and by far one of the most underrated spy thrillers on TV right now. If you enjoyed other espionage shows like Homeland or The Day of the Jackal, I recommend you give The Agency a shot as well. Then I've still got a couple of Netflix series to round out this list. The first is a crime thriller based on a true story about a team of British customs officers who go undercover to infiltrate dangerous trafficking organizations.
One wrong word, one wrong decision. then you're a goner.
Netflix tends to get overloaded with new shows, and it's hard to know what's worth watching. Legends stood out to me, though, because of the true story angle and knowing that people really had to go through this. They're basically ordinary people going undercover into extremely dangerous situations with no backup and very little training. They're all doing it for different reasons, but it gets quite gripping and is an easy binge. Legends is worth checking out if you're into grounded crime shows. The other good hidden gem Netflix show is a Norwegian series called Detective Hula. It's based on a book series about a brilliant but troubled detective who is hunting down a serial killer. Detective Hula is an atmospheric Nordic noir series. It reminded me a bit of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo or even last year's Department Q. It's a pretty dark and violent series. It starts off a little slow but definitely picks up and gets better. If you love dark Scandinavian crime dramas with memorable detectives, Detective Hula should be right up your alley. What were some of your favorite hidden gem shows to release in 2026? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you as always for watching. I will see you again soon.